सर्व वेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरम तम गोचरम गोविंदम परमानंदम सद्गुरुं प्रणतोस्म्यहम्। Verse number 270. लोकानुवर्तनं त्यक्त्वा त्यक्त्वा देहानुवर्तनं शास्त्रानुवर्तनं त्यक्त्वा स्वाध्यासापनयं कुरु। As we have been talking about this vasana kshaya. So kshaya means weakening the vasana. So vasanas to be weakened, make it less effective. So we need to work on how the vasanas are being developed. Generally, we say all vasanas are put together into divided into three categories. Common in common parallel, common way, but here is little different. So we say putra eshana. I made mistake. Vasana and desire. Eshana is desire. So there are three types of desires. Sorry. There are three types of desire. All the desires put together can be put into three categories. So putra eshana. So putra means progeny. So through the progeny, through the child, I want to survive. So basically, I want to be alive after my death. I have a beautiful joke. Whenever I am in Tamil Nadu, I remember this joke. Remember, this is a joke for me, but with a great sentiment, okay? Especially in Tamil Nadu, you know, all over India it was, now things are changing. When you are alive, you make everything mess, you know, eat, throw outside. Everything you make mess. And after your death, you should make sure that you should make the road mess. So that happens very well in Tamil Nadu. I hope you understand. So, because it has to continue, the trend has to continue. Actually, this has to be stopped. It's not good actually. However, let us not get into controversial situation. Because now I am outside Tamil Nadu, I can comment like this. If I am in Tamil Nadu, if I am little, they will pull my video, that's all, I am finished, okay? However, here, putra eshana. So through the progeny, I want to survive. So my survival instinct is one of the eshana, one of the desire. Then of course, second one is called vitta eshana. Vitta means starts with wealth, extended to security. So this is another type of very strong desire. And finally, loka eshana. That is very dangerous eshana. Putra eshana, somehow you can manage to get out, okay? It's not a big thing at all. Vitta eshana also you can manage to get out if you are a lucky person, okay? Remember, if you are a politician, you cannot get out. Impossible. You will think of generations after generations, okay? However, when it comes to location, that I want to get a good name from others. People should think of very well about me. Starting with my parents, which never happens, will never happen. Remember this. Whatever you do or whatever you have done, okay? If your parents are alive, just think of. If you are not alive, also think of. Both ways. Do you think that they will give you a certificate? If they give you a certificate, that means either something is seriously wrong with them or seriously wrong with you. If you are a mentally challenged, retarded child, definitely they will give you certificate. You understand? Or something is wrong with them. I don't want to disrespect them, okay? I can disrespect you, not them, okay? So expecting a certificate, conduct certificate, that too, okay? From parents is useless. It's a futile attempt. Second is getting same type of certificate from your spouse. Being a husband from wife, being wife from husband. Is it possible? Be practical. I'm sorry, it will not work. Third is with reference to your children. When your parents did not give you certificate, how can you give a certificate to your child? If at all you give, that means what? Here I can't say the child is wrong, okay? I'll say something is wrong with you. That's why when you guys are in wrong, so you want to make your child to grow as a friend with you. Hi dude, what's up? You understand? So that means parents, spouse and children, impossible. Then extending friend circles. Is it possible? You know better. As long as they want, wow. When they don't get, And the most important thing is, will you get a certificate, good certificate from your neighbor? Difficult. Now tell me, from where will you get good certificate? And all the time you are only to look forward to get a good certificate. Can you see this? All your desire, somehow or other, to get a good certificate or not? Somewhere or other not. Just you are working only to, especially elderly people, as you grow old. Putrasana is gone. Vittavasana, because you know nothing can be done, whatever pension or whatever you have, okay, no problem. Now the third one comes what? Somehow I want to have lokayasana, the desire for good certificate. I am putting it very carefully, okay? As a person is driven with these three types of desire. Now these three types of desire gets converted into three types of vasana. So here he highlights what are the vasana. Says beautifully, one type of vasana is lokanuvartana, loka vasana. Second type of vasana is called deha vasana, dehanuvartanam, deha vasana. Third one called shastra vasana. So all these desires, unresolved desires, that which has never got a chance to be expressed carefully, properly, that is called vasana. And this unresolved, unconscious mind can be divided into three categories. Can you see this point? Unattended, unresolved, subconscious mind can be divided into three categories if you want to talk in the language of psychology. Remember, I have never studied psychology, okay? I am making it very clear, so don't misunderstand me, okay? If I talk some wrong word, terminology in psychology, because psychology has got its own terminology, it's not should not be misused. Now, this unresolved, unattended thought process, which is part of the subconscious mind, when it's being divided into three, that is what people go crazy. And what do? Most of the time, they go, first one he highlights, lokanuvartanam. So, anuvartanam, following, in keeping with what? What other think. Just look at your life. I look at my life, okay? Forget about your life. Whatever I am doing, based on what? Lokanivartanam. Because of knowledge, okay, I go this way, I don't have any other, okay, somebody pushes me in this side, okay, let us go this side. This is the only difference, okay? In the morning somebody says, no, this is not to be done, okay, let us not do. Some others say, no, Swamiji, this is right, not right, because this is at the angles, we should do. Okay, let us do. What can I do? I cannot do anything, okay, because if you want to do, do. If you don't want to do, let us not do. But remember, generally, the whole life from childhood for a common person is completely governed by the thought, unresolved, unattended thought of others. Starting with the so-called education. If I ask all of you, whoever you are, whatever you studied, did you like to study? It was the stupidity, I'm sorry with due respect to the parents, okay? It was the stupidity of our parents. You understand? What they could not do, they wanted to see or fulfill their dream through you. And again, what was their dream? It was not their dream either. Somewhere somebody challenged them. So they were being challenged, they were being provoked. So that provoked situation made them so strong, or they got hurt. Now they commit, no, I need a child who will fulfill my dream, who will heal my wound. Whether that fellow heals or creates much more wound, that's another thing, okay? Let us not discuss that. So that means the first thing is our education. Whatever educational qualification you all have, it is not by you. It is completely the frustration. Again, unresolved, unattended thought of someone. Can you see this point? Now the way you are walking, is it yours? Your walking style? Definitely not yours. Subconsciously you have picked up from somebody. Your eating style, your talking style, your dressing style, is it yours? That's why people become rebellious. You can observe yourself. When you become rebellious with your parents, especially as a child, I have seen very well what you do. You want to undo whatever you have learned from your parents. Observe that. And very good thing happens, especially in relationship in West, in East also started. When this divorce and all this separation takes place, what they do? They want to go completely opposite. No, because this is called nothing called rebellious attitude. Because remember, complete attitude is wrong, because it is exactly like, remember, our concept is what? Hiranyakashipu. More he was against of Lord Vishnu, but deep within he was remembering Lord Vishnu all the time. How? So this loka yesha, loka vasana is so strong in us. So most of the time our thoughts are related to loka vasana. Can you see this point? So if we are caught up with loka vasana, then how can we grow? So where is the time for us to see our growth? Number 2 vasana is called deha vasana. So deha means body, and extended vasana is related to body. Taking care of the body. So morning get up, what to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? You understand? And in between the this sound also comes, okay? And some people mentally does. And some people deep breath, you understand? So how to protect, how to take care of the body? Because for them everything is only body. In fact, I'll give you a beautiful clue. A selfish person is always concerned about one's own physical body. How to recognize a person is selfish or not? If a person is very much physical body oriented, you can close your eyes. The person definitely is what? A selfish person. There are some exceptions, okay? Remember, every rule has exceptions. Respect that exceptions. Don't come to the conclusion, okay? Please, God's sake. Don't judge. What I am highlighting here is, the more you spend time on your body, the more you become selfish. What is selfishness? Selfishness is nothing. Reducing your periphery, your diameter. Can you see this point? Selfishness is nothing. Reducing your periphery or diameter. So the more you keep reducing, then finally it comes to only the body and related to the body. This is mind specs, nobody should touch. This is mind dress, nobody should touch. reducing my diameter. That's why here second type of vasana is Deha Vasana. That is equally dangerous and it continues till death. That's why naturally as we are supposed to becoming old, that's what the verse will highlight. Deha Vasana is supposed to be reduced and God takes care of it. Starting with, you will not be able to hear properly. That's why don't bother. Let them talk whatever they are talking. But what do you want? You understand this? All this funny one, okay? Hearing aid. Visible, invisible, and what not, remote. You are a huge interest. I must listen. There is nothing to do now. Only listening. God is so kind. Don't listen to. But once you become old elderly people don't have any other business. Only listening to what children are doing, what others are doing, what neighbor is talking. Then second, you will not be able to see far away things. Don't worry, not this reading class, some other class, okay? What is bifocal, multifocal and what not? For progressive, I don't know what other things are there, okay? Day vision, night vision and what not, okay? Then inside lens, outside lens, appa. Why must see everything? And if you observe this starting with 2, all other sense organs slowly starts becoming weaker. It becomes weaker. We are supposed to learn this. In fact, that gives us signal to withdraw. But what do we do? How is it possible? Doctor. That's why you can see in clinic, geriatric people are more patient than other people. And doctors know very well, nothing to do, just talk softly, nicely and get money. In fact, they go there not for treatment, they go only for assurance. Yes uncle, yes mister, yes miss, you will be okay, perfect, no problem, I tested, everything is good. Okay, thank you doctor, how much? And following the deha, the body, this is the second type of asana. Third one is very dangerous one called Shastranuvartana. So Shastranuvartana means, again here generally what we look at is that I want to be a scholar, accepted as a scholar. So following scripture to prove that I am a wise person, I am a learned person, I know. Now and then quote, jump bum 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 bum, nobody understands, okay, in front of what are you talking? I remember Puja Swami used to say very nicely, we used to have real nice. Look, you guys who wants to eat good food? Because in brahmachari time, we are thin and tired of same food, like like so Monday if it is idli means every Monday there is idli, okay? You know what is the menu. You don't have to think of anything. Even though we had the best food, okay? Still. And you want to get best food, then you have to go to Punjab. I am not telling jokes till now also. In Haryana and Punjab especially. Punjab mainly. When they serve you, sadhus, when they serve the roti, chapati, they put the ghee in such a way, if you lift the chapati, the ghee will start, dropping, tap. I have enjoyed now. Don't ask me, okay? I cannot. I say, okay, thank you. I आजकल मैं बता रहा हूँ सूखा रोटी, dry chapati, okay? सूखा रोटी मुझे चाहिए. Then Swamiji will say, if you are planning to go to Punjab, you need to learn little bit Sanskrit. This is the point, okay? And if you cannot really be that much proficient or good in Sanskrit, remember, learn this word, bham bham. Okay? Bham bham. So any word you want to use, same word, use the word, last words end bham bham. So anywhere bham bham, they will understand you are talking Sanskrit, you are talking something. Okay? Chapati bham. Grutavhyam, grutavhyam. Whether it's grammatically right or wrong, don't think of, okay? Just you need to add bham bham. You are accepted as a great scholar. Then people will start serving you. Can you see this? How beautiful is it? So that is what here is called as Shastranuvartana. So learning scripture, spending time to gather scriptural information, to be accepted as what? A learned person. Again, that is related to insecurity, some heart enemy. So all these three, whether it is Lokanuvartana, Dehanuvartana, or Shastranuvartana, all these vasanas completely related to some type of a heart enemy. Can you see this point? And the sad part is that there is a heart enemy which I am not able to notice. I think everything is normal. I think everything is great. But in reality, somewhere or other, there is some type of heart in me. So this heart, what I told you, as I told you, unresolved, unattended thought process is called vasana. So when time comes, it starts popping up. Or whenever there is some situation, provocative situation, it pops up. We give the beautiful example of this vasana. I remember because I was thinking now it's coming this example. This is the example very vividly comes to my mind because this is my childhood example. You know, in the mango orchard, I remember we had a pond, small pond, okay? Pond means a water body, small water body. Small means like, it will be some around 50 to 100 square meter. Around 100 square meter will be definitely. Not 50, more than 100 will be. Yeah, 100 has no value actually, I'm sorry. So it will be much more, I'm sorry. Minimum 200-300 square meter, okay? So I'm sorry, minimum. No, 200-300, what is it? It will be much more. Because, okay, let us say 500 square meter, okay? Let us not get into. 500 square meter water body. Now, this mango orchard will be there. What happens? The mango leaf starts falling in that. It is difficult to clean. Nobody cleans, to be very honest. And nobody uses also that water. It is only to retain the water capacity so that all the plants, all the mango gets automatically. That is the trick they use. The water level is being maintained. Now what happens? This interesting thing happens. In rainy season and other things, water is full, goes and comes, no problem. But when this leaf falls, this leaf slowly becomes, starts melting and becomes slush. And interestingly, the top layer of water will be very clean. Nobody can make out. In fact, if you start using that area also, as long as you are using that one particular area, absolutely no problem, you can keep using, absolutely no problem. But what happens, the most important thing happens, by mistake, suppose if you are going only within 5 meters or 10 meters area, because every day we are going or we think nothing will happen. Once you go 1 meter extra, because all the settled slush will start popping up, making noise. You understand? Because many of you guys don't have this experience at all, that's why you are not able to relate it, okay? I could make out. And interestingly, the saddest part is, this is what I used to watch, I remember that's why the best thing which has really taught me a lot. Nobody will enter inside when there is so strong sunlight falls. The water gets heated up. Now the heat goes slowly down. Now you can see the bubbles will come from bottom to top. And sometimes, because of so much heat, little bad odor smell also will come. Very mild. That is exactly called vasana. This is one of the best examples that those days I had observed with reference to vasana. In fact, sometimes, sitting there, I will be watching, wow, how it happens. Actually, to be very honest, I was lucky enough, because nothing to do, I had plenty of time to do all these things, okay? There was no insecurity at all. No study, nothing. What is there to study? No pressure of study at all, okay? Forget, because when you study well, you don't need to study. Who can do you? Anything? Pretend. Anyway, you people missed this chance, okay? After studying so much, now we discovered why did I study, correct or not? I hope all of you agree or not with me. Why did I study? Hey, look, whatever you studied, a good thing you did, okay? Because of that reason you are there. Because I didn't study, look, I am. Okay, can you see this difference? However, all this story joke apart. So these 3 types of vasana completely governs our life. In fact, these 3 vasanas makes these 3 asanas, 3 desires stronger in us. Can you see this point? So as long as these 3 vasanas are not being handled properly, carefully, definitely these asanas also will continue. And as long as I have asana, remember that long there is a guaranteed rebirth. Nobody can escape. That's why what is being said here, what is to be done? All these 3 vasanas give up, means grow out of, reserve. Then what to do? It says swadhyasa apanayam kuruiti. So the adhyasa. So adhyasa is what? I am body, I am mind, I am body-mind complex. Which mainly in the form of what? Aham karta iti, aham bhokta iti. I am the doer and I am the enjoyer. Mainly, and other roles of course. So may you remove the notion of superimposed notion. May you remove superimposed notions. And that superimposed notion is as me. Let the notion be there, but don't consider that is me. And this is to be kuru, to be continuously, carefully, really to be done. So here, one's own effort. So it highlights this much. Nididhyasanam will not happen spontaneously. For nididhyasana, you need to put effort. So vasana kshaya, if you want to do, you need to put effort. Don't think, हम तो पहुंच गया महात्मा. So we have a language here, okay? पहुंच गया महात्मा means all these mahatmas, all these sadhus, or whoever comes to Rishikesh, and of course all the top. Already we are liberated. We are not. We are almost liberated. पहुंच गया महात्मा means we are almost liberated. What is that almost? Don't ask. So everybody say, we are पहुंच गया महात्मा. Remember this, these are the words you have to remember, okay? Very interesting. We are almost reached, you know? Almost reached Mahatma. Reach means reach the destination, okay? So destination is liberation. Then what is to be done? It says, look, again goes the next verse, same thing. Loka vasanaya jantoho Shastra vasanaya picha Deha vasanaya jnanam Yatha vanneva jayate. Says beautifully that yathavat naeva jayate jnanam. So that means very clear. Jnanam naeva jayate iti. Yathavat, as it is. Without any error, without any superimposition, without any coloration, without any subjectivity, without anything. That is called yathavat, as it is. Not Bhagavad Gita as it is, okay? Remember this. That book name would have become better, you know? Bhagavad Gita as Prabhupada says. That could have been really, you know, right title. How can I put, suppose I write a Bhagavad Gita, how can I write, you know, this Viveka Chudamani as it is? While taking this text, Bhagavad Gita, sorry, Viveka Chudamani as it is. Am I Shankar? How can he? This common sense should have been there, okay? Yes, Viveka Chudamani as I see, as I understand. That's very honest approach. So if I say Viveka Chudamani as it is, that means what? I must be most cunning fellow, arrogant. Or I have different agenda altogether. Or I am totally ignorant. That is also possible. Anyway, purpose is not going to solve either. So here, coming to the point, yathavat, from there I traced it, okay? Don't worry, it has nothing to do with it. So dhyanam, the knowledge, definitely is not going to take place. How and why? He says beautifully. As long as what is there? Loka vasaniya. And who jantu? Jantu is means, very nicely, we use the word jantu, that the one who is born to die, any creature. any living being is born to die. So that means as long as you don't do anything, only you are born and dying, that means you are a Jantu, you are not human being. Because human being has got different purpose altogether. So he says, look, there are three vasanas again. One is Loka Vasana, means the person is governed by this Loka Vasana, which discussed we already. Also, the person is governed by Shastra Vasana. And of course, the person is governed by Deha Vasana. So if the person is pulled and pushed by these three vasanas, definitely that person will not have knowledge as the knowledge is supposed to be. Yes, knowledge will be colored. Knowledge will be subjective. That's why we have a beautiful way of saying, each one talks differently. Each one tries to understand differently. They'll say, nobody is wrong. Yes, I do agree, nobody is wrong. Nobody right either. Nobody is right either. Let us add that point also. It is like, you know the best example of this elephant. The 5 blind people goes to see the elephant. Somebody touches the tail of the elephant and says, what, how is that elephant? In fact, elephant is like a rope. Right? Somebody goes and catch hold of this leg of the elephant. Says what? Elephant is like a pillar. Somebody go and touch the one portion of the side of the elephant. Yes, elephant is like a wall. Somebody touches the elephant of trunk of the elephant. Says, look, it is like a big one swing, like moving here and there. I didn't understand what is this. And somebody goes and touches the the tooth, both the teeth, touches the holes. Woo! What is this? Like some weapon. And you can keep adding it the way you want. None of them are wrong. They have seen elephant. They have touched elephant. They have experienced also elephant. Please understand. Only they have not seen externally. Internally they have seen it. But remember, if they are not wrong, equally they are not right either. Can you see this point? So we don't highlight this aspect. This is how the confusion starts. All the religion leads to the same goal. All the margas, all the paths leads to the same goal. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga, hatha yoga, integral yoga. You understand? For emotional, for intellectuals, you know better, okay? Because generally I don't remember these things, so once in a while I have to repress it, okay? But there are Swamijis, they talk very seriously. You can think of how they talk seriously. Appa, you can see their face. For this intellectuals, Raja Yoga. Emotional people, Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti, Bhakti. So then, once in Bhakti comes, then Hare Rama, because you have to make them emotional, na? Please. I don't know whether people are emotional or you yourself emotional, or you want to make them emotional fool. God only knows. However, that's not our point. Point is here, as long as these three are not being taken care, or if I am being governed by these three, or my day-to-day activities, my way of functioning, my way of looking, my way of thinking is influenced by any one of this or all of these, definitely I am sorry. I will not have knowledge as the knowledge is supposed to be. There will be some type of coloration. There will be some type of justification. There will be some type of obsession in me. Can you see this point? That is the beauty. That's why more and more when you are with the knowledge, that's why knowledge, the Shastra hits you left, right. Can you see this point? Little bit you go, little bit some things pops up, duck. They are called intellectual honesty is must. Suppose if you lose that, mamma mia, then you start telling lies and you think all these are meant for others, not for me, except me. You understand? That is how people destroy themselves and destroy the society. Wherever there is lack of intellectual honesty, wherever, or I would rather say whenever, that is better word, whenever there is lack of intellectual honesty, then and there we get into problem in our life. In fact, that is the cause of our self-destruction. Self-destruction happens only lack of intellectual honesty. I had a plan to take few verses, so here is going little more, like how we all are being tied down, put in the jail with a different type of, shackles, being chained. The few these verse talks, which we'll see tomorrow. Please close your eyes. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnavadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.